twisted, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twisted, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twisted, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twisted, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid.
You are now listening to a Power Requires Hustle production.
Yo, what up, world? This is King Kold the Rapper, and I just want to remind you to pop on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/King Kold. That's ProWrestlingTees.com/KINGKOLD, and pick up one of the brand new Fresh to Death t-shirt designs that we have available, baby. Thank you for your support, and we appreciate you. Boom. What up, world? So we're back. Right now I'm hanging out with my guest, Seth. Seth, you want to say what up to these fine people?
What's going down? What's happening? Let's go, let's get this. 'Tis the season, right?
Yeah, 'tis the season is correct, my brother. So those of you that don't know, that is Silenze. He is a phenomenal rap artist in Indianapolis. He might not say that, but I definitely fucking will.
I appreciate that.
No, absolutely, man. Like, we go back pretty damn far, man. Like, if I remember correctly, we did a show in Michigan Town. We were on that same card, and that was dope. Skizzy booked that, or maybe you booked it. I don't remember. One of y'all, somebody booked it, and we were all in the middle of like this in this really cool gymnasium that, like, I remember a lot of corn being around us. It was really fucking cool. It was really neat, actually. It was just a perfect time of year. It wasn't hot, but it wasn't cold. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that was up there was really cool, nice people, man. And we had a good time. So I appreciate you, letting us partake in that.
Yeah, I want to say that was like 06, 07, I think.
Yeah, dude, it was a minute ago, buddy. It really was. Like, if you think about it.
It was like a Lions Club, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I would have never guessed that in a million years. But once you say it, I'm like, yep, that was it. No, it was the Lions Den, wasn't it?
No, it was like a Lions Club, kind of like an American Legion, but like the Lions Club.
Oh, okay, word. What's a Lions Den then? Isn't that what UFC fighters fight in or some shit?
It might be. Yeah,
okay,
cool. I'm not too familiar. But
yeah, actually, I think that's what Ken Shamrock's gym was. All right, now, back to what we were actually fucking talking about. Sure. Indianapolis rap music is super dope, man. I'm a huge fan of a lot of people up there, but you're just one of the dudes that's always stuck out on me as constantly getting it. I like all of your at the Bricks mixtapes that you did. I thought those were all dope. And
yes,
and just a good concept too, man. Like a great idea, untapped, everything. Like nobody would have even thought about that, but here you are coming along with this great ass idea, and it was really tight, man. Did you stop doing those after a certain installment?
Yeah, we stopped at volume 5 originally, and then we decided to do one more, so volume 6 was the last one. But I will say that I did not come up with that concept. My favorite rapper of all time, the last Mr. Big, used to pass his mixtapes out and albums out at Mardi Gras down in New Orleans. So it was like, we kind of got that feel here the night before the race. So why don't we take advantage of that and pass out 500 free copies of the CDs for people to listen to them?
Yeah, 100%.
While they're sitting in traffic.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea, man. And anytime I do any kind of promo, I try to do a lot of it. Like I do way too much sometimes. Like I did that show with Jelly Roll like years ago, and like every once in a while I'll still find a flyer. You know what I'm saying? Because I had so many of them, I couldn't possibly pass them out in time before the event. I even had people like working for me passing them out, but dude, I printed up so damn many of them, and then it makes sense because there was only so many people we could fit in there. And when we opened the doors, we actually opened the doors late, and which wasn't my fault. I was just rapping, baby. But it was like one of those things where it was like people were upset because I was inside and they were outside in the rain. So it was.
Yes, it's all situational, right? Like
what you gonna
we can
do
only do
about
so
it?
much as artists, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
we're just
everybody
here to perform.
everybody wants to be in VIP, man, but nobody wants to pay that VI fee. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
That's
man.
really
What's
what
up?
it boils down to. Yeah. But all right, man. So I popped up to Indianapolis to check out. Ironically, the day I met Jelly for the first time, you know, Jelly Roll up in Indy was a show that you were booked on. And dude, you did phenomenal on stage. It was literally the best performance I had ever seen from you. It was mad dope. You had the crowd hype. I was like fourth row. I had just smoked a cigarette and came back in. That dates how long ago it was, because I ain't smoked cigarettes in a fucking grip. But I pop outside, smoke a cigarette, come back in, and I lose my place up on the rail. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like 4 rows back. But dude, you rocked it. You did a great motherfucking job. And it's always stuck out to me. I think that was the night. Yeah, okay. So that was, you know, I went up there another time to watch you with Tech. Now that I think
Correct,
about it,
yeah.
dude, you've done a lot of shit, Seth. So I go up to Indy at the Pyramid Room, and you did a fucking show with Tech 9, which was off the hook, phenomenal too. And I remember I go to leave, I bought like some shirts from you, and I set them down to fucking talk to you, and I scoop them up, and I get almost to the fucking car, and then I realize I got like 6 fucking extra shirts with me, right? So, dude, I turn around and I go all the fucking way back, you know, to drop them off. And dude, I'm arguing with this cocksucker security guard, you know, from the Pyramid Room. He was like bitching at me. And I'm like, dude, I need to get back in there because I accidentally scooped like way too many fucking shirts from this dude. And like, I don't want to look like a fucking douchebag, you know what I'm saying? So, dude, finally he lets me go back, and I go to fucking, and I give you the fucking shirts back, you know what I'm saying? I remember Pete was there, and Pete was like, yo, we brought the shirts back. I was like, fuck yeah, I did, man. It wasn't my intention to fucking roll off with a bunch of shirts after I just bought a bunch of shit, you know?
Yeah,
But that security guard, after all that happened, I go to leave, and I go to pop into the restroom to take a piss real quick, because I literally have a 4 fucking hour drive back to Evansville, right? And dude, that security guard stopped me and would not let me go and take a piss, Seth. It was some bullshit.
That's so crazy.
Real shit. That all
So
happened.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, being a fan of yours, like it does not come easily. Like there are some pitfalls and some tribulations to that shit, and that should not exist. But for some reason, that's just being a fan of music in general. You know what I'm saying? You go a long fucking distance to go and see some people sometimes. You know.
Oh yeah, but I mean, just look at some people that spend thousands to go see their favorite artist for sure. Well, I'm over here just like, I can see my favorite artist for like $100 and shake their hand for the same price. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt, absolutely, dude. Like it's just it's a weird world where you have some people that are paying $49,000 to see Taylor Swift, and I know some people that won't drop $450 for a gathering ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Exactly.
But
they'll go pay $5,000 for a weekend, hotels, tickets, clothes, outfits. They'll spend all that money just to go see Beyonce in the nosebleed seats.
Yeah, bro,
but,
they won't
go down the street to their
homies,
their homies performing for $10, and they won't go see that dude at all.
Yeah, and dude, a lot of times they're off the hook. They're great artists, and man, I like going and checking out independent artists. I just do.
Yeah.
So, look, are you working on any projects lately, man?
Actually, currently I'm working on a house.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I get in there, I'm rebuilding the studio because that's where we used to record. Was at my grandpa's house. We had the studio in the back, and after he passed away, I'm taking over the house, and I'm putting the studio in the basement. We're going to get it all back up and running and start pushing out some new some new content, and might even throw in a new Ushabu album. So,
nice.
So since we did the Farewell Forever show, we kind of linked back up, squashed our beefs with each other, and I think we're focused on the right things this time. And as a group, I think everybody being responsible for their own stuff will definitely keep us key and moving forward.
I agree, man. Like I think that my big problem that I had putting out other artists was that I took on a lot of the financial responsibility for it, and then when things didn't work out necessarily the way people intended, because that's normally what happens. People get upset about it, but it's like, man, like it's a lot easier. Like now, how I'm running my shit, everybody's responsible for their own shit. I help them. I set them up with collaborations, all that shit. But, dude, they own their own masters. They own the rights to their own shit, and they're responsible for recording it. But, dude, I help push it, especially with my Australian artists. When they release something, dude, I push it hard as fuck because while they're asleep, I'm awake and vice versa. So, like, working with dudes in Australia, it's like you exist 24/7. When here, you gotta almost, like all of your fans are on your same level and on your same timeline. You know what I'm saying? But over there, dude, they're waking up when we're going to bed. So it's a really cool thing, man.
It's a whole different day over there.
Yeah, man, it is. I know that you worked with some cats in the UK to do your US to the UK project. Am I right?
Yeah, that is correct. Brecken, also known as Shadow, me and him cut quite a few songs together. I don't think we ever put anything together as like a set or an album or anything, but we did release some singles, but we've taken them all down since then, so we can focus on some new stuff and get it out and promote it properly here and in the UK. So.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys are going to work on a new group project.
Yeah, I mean, it'll still be UK to US, but it'll be a different flavor. Because me, man, I was born out of the wicked shit. So I got that little hardcore murder rap type feel sometimes. And it's not exactly the way he was trying to go with it, but that was kind of his style when he first started too. So he respected it, but he didn't want to like say anything. So, conversations happened, and, the more you communicate with people, the better relationship you create. So that's what we're doing, is kind of recalibrating what we're doing so we can appeal to who we want to appeal to with that project. And if we want to do some dark shit, we can do some dark shit because that's what we want to do, not because we think that's what's going to be put on the radio, because they're definitely not going to put that on the radio.
Nah, dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm to the point where I don't even almost focus on radio at all. Like, I've been interviewed on a couple radio stations, which was tight. But I don't go out of my way to, like, submit stuff. I don't even radio edit it anymore. Like, I had, there was at one point, I probably did 10 different radio edits. And I had, like, this big, beautiful, like, promotional package that I was going to do with the same people that Jelly was working with way back when. And, like, I was stacking my money and, like, getting everything organized. And, dude, life just happened and happened and happened. And then, like, I got into, like, buying houses. And then, like, realty.
I saw that.
Yeah, that shit started becoming my hot thing. And then I started renting the houses. So, like, I was making even more money. And then everything boomed real big. So I started selling those motherfuckers. And, dude, I unloaded 2 of them and squared up a little bit of debt, paid off some student loans. And, I've been okay. I'm not balling out of control. But, dude, I'm doing a lot better than some people. And, that's all a motherfucker can ask for, Well,
I think, I hate going back to the clown so often with certain things, but, what is success to you? Is success, balling out of control, or is success, buying a house and being comfortable?
Oh, dude, I'm
second one for me, you know what I mean? So.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, in Indianapolis, you guys have a pretty popular music scene, all things considering. Like, I know that you guys still do a lot of stuff out of what's that concert hall I saw you at?
It was the Emerson Theater.
Yeah, it fucking was.
It's kind of home base.
Yeah, dude, it really is. So, I haven't been up there in like, I don't know, probably since I saw you. Maybe, nah, I might have checked out one other thing after you, but it wasn't dope like yours was. But we won't talk about it. Anyways, but so I popped up there, and I'm under the impression that they remodeled the place really well.
Yeah, they had some new owners come in and they did some remodeling. Made it look pretty decent. But the last time I was there, it was back to what it was in my opinion. But I mean, they leveled out the floor. It's not the angled floor like a theater, like a movie theater would be. Yeah. Yeah. So they evened that out, filled in the orchestra pit, and rebuilt the new stage and redid the sound and stuff. So they didn't have so much echo in the hall. But I mean, it's a 400 cap room, so there's definitely gonna be some echo if there's nobody standing there.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. I don't know how many people will actually fit in that motherfucking place, but
I think maximum capacity is like 450 people, but that's with staff and everything.
Staff, crew, yeah, the artists, all that shit. I don't think I've ever seen it incredibly crunk in there. But I mean, it's every show I've been to's been alright. Like they do a lot better than the shows here in Evansville. And I mean, maybe that's just a population thing, or maybe it's just a more established fan base, or maybe people are just lazy and don't get out no more. But, dude, I've been to some shows here that have not been populated with humans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I'll say one thing about the Emerson, because my wife grew up on that side of town. So, like, the Emerson was, like, the place to go Friday, Saturday night, no matter who was playing, no matter whether it was rock and roll, punk, screamo, or rap, whatever. Actually, they didn't let rap in there for a long time until we started coming back in. So, I actually looked into buying that place at one point, and the meaning that place has for people all around the city, just because they went there every Saturday or Friday night. It was kind of like a community place where they would just go and hang out. So it meant a lot to people, and hopefully I saw that they're trying to sell it again. So hopefully somebody that really knows that meaning will scoop it up and, put that together for people.
Yeah, that'd be tight, man. It would be a shame to see it go to somebody that just guts it or turns it into some shit that it shouldn't be. You just never know, though. A lot of times I'll play events at a nightclub or something, and then, dude, 3 months later, that motherfucking place is gone. I'm like, what the fuck happened? It was hopping when I was in there, but, like, dude, they do, like, a law averages thing, where they'll have rock bands, and then they'll have singers, and then they'll do a goddamn karaoke night, and like dart leagues, and just all this stupid shit throughout the week. So like concerts are so secondary to all the other stupid shit that happens here. Bingo night and shit like that. There's no way to like keep something going to where it's like hey, every weekend we go to goddamn Chuck E. Cheese's and watch a punk band. You know what I'm saying? That would be tight. We don't have that no more, though,
Indiana's laws are a little weird on that type of stuff, too. But if it's like an underage club or an all-age club, if there's any type of violent crime that's committed because of that venue, they're immediately shut down. So if there's gunshots in the parking lot, even if it's just somebody rolling by during an event, they can get the whole club shut down. So if it's any way, shape, or form connected, like somebody got robbed behind the Emerson one time, and the only reason the Emerson got away with not being shut down was because they've been there so long, so they were kind of grandfathered in.
Yeah, that's a shame too, man, because like some stupid shit totally unrelated could happen, and you never know, buddy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you got it. That's like I said, it just has to be connected in any way, and they can just shut the club down for safety reasons.
Yeah, dude, I've always been really worried. I've looked at a couple clubs that I was interested in, and when I was, I was reevaluating things and trying to figure out if I wanted to have less properties or more properties or like one big property. And I ended up settling with staying in the house that I'm in. and then unloading a couple of the rental houses. And dude, it just worked out in my advantage. But at one point, I went to buy a building, and I was on the hunt for one, you know. So I had a realtor buddy of mine looking, and he doesn't focus on big buildings, but he's got a buddy of his that was, you know, doing the looking for me. And man, everything I found was either not zoned correctly, or they had some shit in there that I didn't want to worry about, like environmentally. Like it was like a factory that got shut down that had chemicals in it, or there was you know, or the building was so fucking old there was no way to guarantee what was in it. There was a bunch of shit like that involved that just had me really worried. So and I didn't want to and then the shit with who's the fucking kid who had people die at his concert? Travis Scott?
Travis Scott, yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. When that happened, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing any events or owning no clubs. No, hell the fuck no. That was it, bro. Nope, absolutely not.
Man, you know, responsibility comes into play, especially when you're an artist performing at a certain point. You know, if you see the crowd getting crazy, you got to stop the show, say something.
I agree, 100%. And like,
but also as a venue, you know, insurance is key for sure. Anytime.
Oh yeah, dude, because it's crazy that they're suing him for not going after whatever the, you know. I mean, I'm sure that they are too. I'm sure they're suing the event company. And they're suing, which is realistically, they're suing that insurance company. You know, it's on behalf of the insurance company, no matter how you look at it. So, I don't know. Insurance companies, man, I don't even know what insurance company it was. That's how tight-lipped people are about insurance companies, because they don't want to say the wrong shit. You know,
well, yeah, they definitely don't want to be represented in that light on national television.
No, hell no. No. But, I mean, if you think about it, we don't hear about it anymore. Like, I can't remember the last time it was brought up. But it still has affected me to the point where I don't want to do a live event. It's not worth it. Unless I'm doing something huge where I can make, like, retirement fucking money, it's not worth it, bro. It's just not. Security's not tight enough. There's no one to protect artists anymore. I can't tell you how many times I've been backstage at an event and some motherfucker just walks in and I have no idea who that dude is, who they're with, what's in his pockets, what his intentions are, and it's some stupid shit, you know? And a lot of times, man, they won't let my security carry in a pistol. Like everybody, I mean, this is Indiana, baby. Everybody I know carries a pistol with them on the regular, but I can't take it in the nightclub with me. Some bullshit.
Not at all.
Nah, it's crazy. I feel like, you know, in the artist perspective, his security should be able to keep him safe. I mean, I'm fucking the reason why everybody's there. So, you know, I don't expect nobody that's there with any kind of weight to not be protected, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you want everybody to be safe, regardless, whether that's a fan, whether that's staff member, or, you know, the sound guy, you know, when it comes down to anybody's life is in jeopardy when you're in that room all together.
That's
or
true.
in that area all together. Say it's outdoor event or something like that, like a festival, like a gathering, like you said. Yeah, I mean, you know, safety is key all around. You want to be as safe as possible. And then, you know, when we did shows at the Emerson, when we first started going there, we brought our own security, you know, guys to pat down guys and girls to pat down girls.
Yeah.
And if there were any firearms or, you know, blades, they got to go back to the car. I don't care if you smoke, whatever, that's cool. But you can't be bringing weapons in here. I
noticed Indianapolis when I was at the concerts. Man, it was just, everybody was just kind of smoking, chilling, you know, and there wasn't any kind of craziness. I didn't see anyone get in a fight. Like, there was nothing off the chain at all that happened. Everything was mad cool. I was really actually proud that I was able to go to a big city like that and there not be no drama at all. I don't think anyone got kicked out of tech. I don't think any kind of crazy shit happened at any of those events.
Well, I won't say that it doesn't happen, because it definitely happened in the earlier days. Even people that I know actually once passed on, Big J. He was very close with Jelly back in the day, and me and him sat down at one show later on in our careers, and he was like, "Man, I was so stupid for that shit. I'm sorry," because it came down to him and certain people that he was running with were getting venues to say no more hip hop. Period. So it was really kind of blackballing the whole hip hop Indianapolis show, genre. So.
Yeah.
And even he was like, I apologize, man. I'm sorry. That's crazy. I shouldn't have done this shit. And, sometimes it sucks that people got to, wait years to figure that stuff out. But at the same time, it's humbling to know that people grow like that. Growing up, you just you got a different view on stuff.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I look at I'm a totally different person from when we fucking first met, and you're a totally different person. Like, the way people grow and evolve as human beings in general is kind of a beautiful thing, and it shows you how important it is to grow older, because like you change your opinions about a lot of things, especially after you become a parent. Like a bunch of my friends, when they were 19, they have fucking kids. And like when I was 19, I was a goddamn idiot with a PlayStation trying to be a rap artist. So like I couldn't imagine like being 19 years old trying to be a rap artist and being a father. Like, I'm so glad that I waited until 27 to have kids, because like all of my financial shit and my music was rolling, and like everything was really good when I started having kids. And like I couldn't imagine going back and struggling the way that I did through adulthood, also having kids and trying to figure out being a father. Like that would have been some crazy shit,
Yeah, I'd say, I was talking with somebody about this topic the other day, actually. Sometimes I look back and I think, that girl that got pregnant in high school had it good, because, her kids are moving out now. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, man, I got married when I was 24, you know what I mean? And I didn't have my son until I was 31. So, I mean, I got my goals and stuff kind of chipped in and, set in stone, like what I wanted to do and how I wanted to move before I even had to focus on other things like that and gain those other responsibilities. So I'm definitely thankful for my road, but I believe that's my road, and I don't think anybody else's road is ever going to be the same, for sure. But I don't wish anything on anybody, but you get what you get. You take that shot, you get reckless with the belly pistol, you got to take those responsibilities, buddy.
That's true. 100%, man. We all know people that have, fallen victims to their dumb shit. It just is what it is. I've gotten into this thing where, like, if I get into a situation where I feel like I'm going to lose my center of happiness, dude, I will 100% just block people out of my life, whether it's like in person or on Facebook or Twitter or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they come at me with negativity, they gotta go, buddy. I don't deal with it no more. I'm too old.
I don't know if you know who Tom Segura is, but I'm with him. It's kind of like I'm not arguing anymore. So if you come up to me, I'm like one way and you're the other way, I'm agreeing with you now, because I don't really care.
Yeah, dude.
To be arguing with you like that, I'm on your side now.
It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Like, people feel the way that they do, and nothing you say is going to change their opinion. So fuck it. Let them have their opinion, but let them have it way the fuck over there, buddy. For real.
Yeah, no stress in my life, for sure. I'm going to keep it 100 over here, and I'm going to keep moving.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm to the point where I'm such a homebody now. Like, I don't go to clubs. I don't do shit. I haven't gone out of town in, like, a year. Dude, I've just been chilling at home. I do podcasts, I make some beats, rap some music, like I do all the post-production, and like I stay focused on it. It takes me a grip sometimes, but I would rather walk through it and have the time to sit and focus on it than to be like handing it off to somebody else to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm busy fucking off at the club. And I mean, some FaceTime is important, But
For sure.
like, dude, I'm so beyond that now. You know, I'm over like that public persona of what people think now, and I just focus on what I do and what I like to do because like I'm good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not happy with yourself, you're not gonna be happy. Period. You know, you can't chase happiness without being happy. You gotta be, you know, you just gotta be happy, even if you don't like going to that job you're going to. You know, I saw that on a motivational thing last week too. So, you know, it sticks with you sometimes, and you gotta spread it as much as possible. So yeah, I definitely relate with that, man. If you're not chasing your own happiness, then how are you gonna be happy to make other people's days, you know, great? You know?
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Dude, Seth, I could talk to you for a goddamn whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious, dude. It's like I haven't seen you in literally years. But, like, dude, I can go without seeing you for years, and then we bump into each other at a show, or I'll go up to Indy to see you when you perform. And dude, like, we don't miss a beat. It's beautiful, man. It's a really cool thing where you can meet somebody that has a similar ideal like music, and dude, you're just cool with them until one of y'all die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, even at that show where we first met, there was some beef between us and J Phil, who you were with at that time, and we even ended up working with him. So, you know, it all circles back, man. We all try to do certain things, and you know, maybe one day we're not feeling good. The first time I met Jelly Roll, you know, I felt like he kind of shrugged me off. The first time I booked a show and, you know, brought Rich to town, like he's kind of being a douchebag, but little did I know he had his own drinking problems that he was worried about, and his throat was fucked up. So, you know, I give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, and just try to be like, oh, maybe they're just having a bad day. And usually it turns out to be just that. You know, they're just having a bad day. It's fucking 2 feet of snow outside. There's nobody here. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to, man. It's just circumstantial, and you know, you just take the blows and move forward, and you know, hope for the best.
Yeah, man. Like all I do is try to have positive outlooks on things now. You know, and I just let kind of, you know, things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? If I'm supposed to bump into somebody and reconcile differences with them, I feel like God will make that happen. Or destiny or fate or whatever will make that happen.
Whatever your belief system is, for sure.
Yeah, but dude, I'm definitely not going out of my way to cause a conflict with anyone or to make any kind of negativity happen around my, you know, center of happiness, you know?
Nah, man, life's too short, man. Yeah, life's way too short for that shit.
It really is, man. Seth, do you want to plug your social media pages and all that good shit?
Well, I'll say this is Silenze, SILENZE.hiphop, and then all my social networks are on my website, and all my albums are on there. Most of them, I think there's only one that's not there, but that's through long range distribution, and you can buy that from him. But yeah, pretty much everything else is up there for streaming. Actually, everything is up for streaming. Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff.
Sweet, YouTube. Man. All right. Well, look, we appreciate you you know, being on the show and letting us have you on. We normally try to, you know, circle back around and have you guys back on for another show to, like, see what you've been up to and catch you up with people and shit, man. So, I'll definitely be hitting you up when we do season 3 sometime early next year, okay?
Absolutely, man. I'm always down anytime. Like 4 flats on a Cadillac, baby.
Nice, man. I appreciate you, Seth. You be careful, man. If you need anything, just holler.
All right, same to you, brother.
All right, man. Peace.
All right.
Twist it, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twist it, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twist it, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, twist it, hit it, smoke it till we're stupid, smoke a
You are now listening to a Power Requires Hustle production.